Alright guys, this is William. Welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, if you stumble upon my channel, this channel is all about programming, about app development, about game development, about incorporation of artificial intelligence into your programming process, as well as embedding this AI functionality to your app and game. And yeah, the funny stuff, the fun stuff, the augmented reality, the virtual reality, right? And before we actually get started, I have a small favor to ask guys. Currently, I'm right now unemployed, and I will try to start a YouTube channel so I can share with you guys, yeah, the coding and maybe make a living. So I yeah, can put bread and milk on my table. So yeah, the best way to support this channel, is update video every day. So the best way to support me and keep me doing it is to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumb up. As you guys can see, I'm really small YouTuber, and I'm trying to reach the monetization hurdle. So yeah, thank you so much for your support, and without further ado, let's get started. You're watching a series of video about augmented reality development, and we are building a project of a virtual ruler, augmented reality ruler, in fact. And we already got this starting point as well as the ending point ready, but we haven't got the calculation functionality working. So what I'm going to do is to add the calculation functionality right after we put the endpoint to here. So how to do that? Pretty simple. Well, we're going to get a distance between these two, okay, and we're going to use the SimD. Yeah, let me use the Copilot to quickly write the code. So just right click and Visual Studio Code. Okay, so basically I'm going to use the SimD to quickly calculate that. So SimD, and this can get, say, absolute value or the distance. Yeah, this is a really yeah, helpful tool for you to get this distance between these two. So we can get, yeah, the Copilot just to solve that for me. We can get start point position relative to nil, and the end point and get a position relative to nil. I think that's pretty good. And once I got the distance, I can change the, I think I got the tag at here, because we got stack view and we got this UI. Yeah, we got this UI label and the button. So I'm going to get this distance label here and to change it. So let's access the distance label and to change the text and string format. That's perfect. That's perfect. It's just automatically generate the code for me, and I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. So let's save it. Go back to Xcode to check whether we got any error. Right now it's not complaining, so let's test the code. All right. So yeah, we got a little bit error saying I think it's not. Yeah, just unwrapping issue because you're at the endpoint. So the endpoint is already solved because you already unwrapped it, but the start point is not unwrapped, so you have to add that here. And so let endpoint, and you can quickly unwrap it by using something like this. Then you can say let the start point, yeah, let start point would be start point. Okay, so yeah, so these two will got no problem of unwrapping, and yeah, I think I solved this problem. So yeah, let's test it out, and let's move it. And this is my helmet, by the way. I just bought a helmet to, yeah, to ride my mountain bike as well as my road bike. And my mountain bike is downstairs. I don't have a lot of room I just got a really crowded room, really messy bit. So let's tap here. Okay, so let's tap here. So we get a starting point, right? And if you look here, right now it's just 0.0. So let's approximate. I think this will be a 1 meter, approximately. So I'm going to tap this helmet here. Tap it. Okay, so 0.82. I think that's pretty good. The reason is just 0.8 is just because we reformatted it. Okay, so just leave it 0.2, and right now the reset, this is my flip-flop. Yeah. If you tap reset right now, it won't reset. That's because we haven't done it. And by the way, I think this already can achieve the core functionality, but I think it's better if we can draw a line between these two. So maybe we yeah, in the next or following tutorial, I'm going to introduce you guys how to yeah, direct the position of a certain object. So basically, if you would like to add in a thing, an entity in between, you need to set the starting position and the ending position, and make this the object this long and really narrow, like a tube. Okay, so it can indicate where you are heading, but that's for the much more advanced course than this. So let's just leave it here and change the resets, just to achieve the minimum viable project, and then make it much more beautiful. Okay, right. All right, let's finish this resets functionality, and let's go back to Visual Studio Code to quickly do that. We got this tabbed, and distance reset. Yeah, it's a reset. We got the initialization of UI, and then false, reset, normal, color. It's just yeah, just the detail settings, but that does not give us the actual actions of the button. So what I'm trying to do is to change this default UI button to actually add some configuration to it. So configuration, okay, UI button configuration. Strangely, it does not give me auto prompt. Configuration, doesn't matter. Let's just use that configuration. And field, there will be a field button. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so field button, and then I'm going to add in action to it. So primary action. It's pretty strange is that it's supposed to give me auto prompt, but it does not. So let's check whether there's something wrong. Configuration, and we got field and primary action. Okay, we got primary action, and we got a UI action. We got a handler, and then we got this print reset. Yeah, we not going to just print it, but rather I'm going to yeah, I'm going to get this AR view, get this AR view. Just make sure that we can get that safely, and then we can access the start points, remove from parents. Yep, we don't need to remove from parent, but rather we like to make this starting point sort of empty that. So change that to nil, and then yeah, remove all anchors so I can add more anchors to it. And don't forget, I'm going to reset this distance label text to 0, 0.0 in that matter, so I can safely do that again. So let's go back here to check whether we got some error. Couldn't find the AR view initializer. Yep. Within property initializer run before self is available. Probably run before self is available. Right. So I might have to add self in order to do that. So yeah, self and AR view dot AR view, and this solve this problem. Get AR view self return cannot. Reason probably wrong self. Yeah, I think I need to get the self here in order to do that. Alright, and still can't do it. Okay, let me do a quick debug. Alright guys, so after a quick research, I find that the UI kit's best practice is to add lazy var and wake self closure to it. The reason for lazy var is using the lazy loading. So the initial value is not calculated the first time it's used. When you need to access that, you need to use that. Then you use lazy var, and so lazy var allow you to access this self within this initializer closure, and so if you say you want to set up a button based on some other states other than or other properties of the view controller, lazy var provide the context. So if you just using var, you will missing the context, and the reason for use wake self rather than just self is to break cycle. If you don't use a wake, you can't break the cycle, and so you basically you're using self where you use that weekly, and I don't know whether that makes sense to you or not. Is that you don't hold a strong reference to this class instance, and so this will break the potential retain cycle, and so yeah, basically this kind of is sort of a best practice for it, and so the lazy var is used to define this reset button because say we might need to access other properties in order to configure this button, and using the weak self in this closure is a way to retain the cycle between the closure and the class instance. So just a way to ensure the memory is managing efficiently, and when the class is no longer needed, we can deallocate it. So yeah, so yeah, we will talk about that. I think I might make a video about this usage, and without reference to the UI kit, just the pure Swift code, and yeah. So basically, you're going to reset it, remove it, and reset this distant labels text to 0.0, and let's test this out. Okay, so I think I can run this app on my phone, and I'll bring you guys the visual so you guys can see what's going on. And let me bring you guys the visual by using this screen capture. So wait and see. Okay, we move our iPhone to star. Right, so move it to star. Okay, I think this is already good enough. So let me point it here. So point it here. We got starting point and point at my helmet. So get the endpoint. The distance between is 0.85, and I can tap this reset button here. Let me reset it, and we'll just clear everything and clear all the anchor, so the entity attached to it got closed. And I think that's pretty good. Starting point and end point 0.25 clear. Right, this looks pretty good. And reset it, cleared. Right, so yeah, so basically we're using this the core functionality. I think is this is the is the distance SIMD distance list. It's just sort of like a lazy way of doing this, because we're not using the actual calculation. You not calculate that yourself, but rather using Apple's SIMD distance. And then, well, what we are actually doing is just creating 2 points. Make sure to do that safely, and add these 2 points here, so you can automatically calculate distance and show that distance as distance label, right? And basically that's it. That's the project. And of course you can migrate this project into a Swift UI. I think if I got more time, I'm going to record that video for you and show you guys how to migrate that and access the same RealityKit library using a different user interface, right? So yeah, so if you are still there, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumb up if you think my video is helpful. And bye.